Everyone, konnichiwa. This is Ed. I'm the co-founder and CTO of PingCAP, and I currently based in the US. And actually, I'm now in the office of PingCAP in the US in San Francisco. So today I'm really glad to be here to do this opening. I was told I only have like 10 minutes, but I really have a lot of things want to share. So I will make it quick. Okay. A little bit about myself. I think still today I consider myself as a very hands-on engineer, and also I am a big fan of open source. So yeah, really, yeah. Hanwei just told me. Maybe you guys want to know what's my favorite programming language. I think it is Golang and also Rust. Two two favorite programming languages because we use Go and the Rust to build TiDB and TiKV. So that's very important to me. And speaking of the PingCAP, and as one of the co-founders, we started this company 7 years ago. At that time, before PingCAP, I was working at a very huge internet company. I was in charge of the MySQL maintenance, also a little bit like DBA, but most of my time is focusing on infrastructure systems like database, NoSQL systems, things like this. At that time, we really used a lot of MySQL, but at that time our business is growing so fast, so we have to, we meet the scalability issue of MySQL in the early days. So yeah, that I think at 7 years ago, the only way to tackle the scalability issue of MySQL is sharding, using some middlewares to do the traffic routing, traffic reroute to specific different MySQL instance. Yeah, but it's a typical MySQL sharding solution, right? But as an application developers, it's really painful to work with sharded MySQL. One is you cannot do the cross shard transaction. That means sometimes you cannot keep the data consistency between different shard. And second, maybe if you are using sharded MySQL, that means you have to say goodbye to your like join, group by, or any complicated SQL queries. So it's a little bit painful to the application developer. And from the infrastructure or DevOps perspective, it is also very painful for the sharding solution. Like you have to, when you want to do the resharding, that's really painful. So and I still remember like 7 years ago, I read the paper about Google Spanner and Google F1, and we think that is the future of database. And I think that like that's the beginning of TiDB. We want to build a new kind of database to combine the benefits from the traditional RDBMS, the SQL transaction, or the good things from the traditional database with the modern distributed system. So I think that's the root of TiDB. And another fun fact about PingCAP is the name, the company name. A lot of people ask me about what is PingCAP? What's the meaning of the PingCAP, the company name, right? Uh, yeah, so PingCAP is two words. One is ping, a second is CAP, right? CAP. CAP is not the cap, is the CAP theorem. I think if you are a distributed system engineer, you may be very familiar with this CAP theorem, right? C stands for the consistency, A is the high availability, and not high availability, and the P is partition tolerance. So CAP theorem basically tells you, hey, you can only get two from this CAP, either CA or CP or AP, right? So ping, another word, PingCAP ping. Ping is the command to test the network connectivity, right? When you ping someone, that means you have already created some kind of connection with another side, right? So the PingCAP means that we want to connect C and A and P together. We hope our system to connect C and A and P. That's kind of like the good view. This is the meaning behind the name. And speaking of the, just like I said, I spent a lot of time in building distributed system and building database. Recent years, I found a very interesting trend is that more and more senior engineers are moving from the traditional database to new generation of databases like TiDB, NewSQL, things like this. And also, like for example, recently the tech lead of original MySQL team, Sunny Bain, he used to work in InnoDB, which is the core of MySQL. Just joined PingCAP to build our new generation of storage engine. So I think that means something. Speaking of Japanese market, I think I'm seeing a lot of TiDB users in Japan. A lot of users start using TiDB, and really promising. And also I found that Japanese users are really cares about the data security and high availability, and also some cool features of TiDB like ACID transaction. I would say this is kind of like the perfect fit for TiDB. And on the other hand, I think the MySQL local community is really active and very healthy. So that's really, I think it's also really good. And to PingCAP, I think the Japanese market is one of the most important markets for for PingCAP, and we will continue to focus on serving our customer and our users well in Japan. And thank you very much. Arigato.